you summarize one like this where, you're in it at the half and then it just again got out of hand in the third quarter?
First, I want to give my praises to God. The third quarter kicking our ass, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, shit, I don't know what you want me to say. Third quarters, we gave credit to as we do a good job on Ant and Cat early on in the games, making them force tough shots. Cat got in foul trouble. Start the third, Cat. I'm looking up Cat's three open ass threes. We just shoot ourselves in the foot with a lot of stuff.
Okay. The rotations on the threes, Alexander Walker got multiple corner threes. Is it, going into the game, how much was that discussed? Okay, can't give up open threes. And then I'm just curious on that front.
I mean, it's a point of emphasis every night. I mean, coach comes in, puts it on the board. We have guys who we call lasers, who shoot the ball, really well, and their percentages are up there, their tendencies are up there. We just have to be better with that. Granted, a lot of stuff is about extra efforts, and Ant-Man is going to take a lot of our attention. So sometimes we double them, sometimes we just show them a lot of bodies, maybe overhelp sometimes. But I mean, they're ready to. They're telling their guys to shoot it on that first pass, and you can almost see it like every single time Ant fires it out, somebody's either catching and driving it or catching and shooting it. You don't really see it like a boomerang too much or the ball popping. Like they let it fly and they shoot it with confidence. And the kid was on the backside of a lot of those tonight. Hell, throughout the whole series, he was.
Right. Obviously, no team has ever come back from an 0-3 deficit to win a playoff series. What's the approach when you had 3 games in a row that have followed kind of a similar pattern?
Just one game at a time. Obviously, it's tough to beat a team that many times. Hell, they just did it. We did it during the regular season. So, you just take it a game at a time. Obviously we won just the first of 4. Our backs against the wall, but can't give in. You can't give up. You got to continue to compete. We got a good one on Sunday. And all you got to do is just give yourself a chance. Give yourself a chance to go back to Minnesota and just compete, man. Compete your ass off. That's all we can ask for.
Look, it said he feels like when adversity hits, sometimes you go separate instead of sticking together. Did it feel like that in the third quarter tonight?
I think we have times in which we do it. I think we did a better job tonight of maybe coming together and not allowing that kind of just to linger over at times. I mean, throughout the year, we've allowed it to linger over, but I think we did a better job tonight of kind of like making a run of our own. Granted, it was probably too late in the game, but just to show that energy and that effort is what we need from the start of the game and the start of the third, because obviously those are the two Achilles heels for us.
What goes on in the locker room at halftime here? What are you saying to each other? It's a 6-point game. You're at home, and then you come out in the third quarter flat.
Yeah, we were energetic. I mean, we were confident about where we were, especially because we didn't play well. We didn't shoot the ball well, and we gave up, I think, like 9 or 10 offensive rebounds in the first half. And yeah, so, given that, we're only down 6 with that big of a margin on the boards, we're like, okay, we like where we are. We just got to tighten up our rebounding. And honestly, we just didn't make a lot of shots. We don't produce a lot of threes. We didn't make a lot of shots either. But it's tough to do that when we're always taking the ball out of the net. So it's kind of we gotta get stops, B. Like there's just only one way to put it. We gotta guard, we gotta defend a lot better and bring the physicality to them because they're bringing it to us.
Brad, along those same lines, with the way they like to funnel you down to Rudy, what is, in your mind, the key to generate more threes as a team? You got a lot tonight, but just in general.
I mean, obviously it's ball movement, player movement, just getting the defense to collapse as much as possible. They're a really good team. They pride themselves. I mean, they're the number 1 defensive team. You got to give them their respects, but the way they utilize Rudy, they allow him to go one-on-one with any big who catches the ball, so they just fan out and deny Kevin, Book, me. They deny us all. And then when us 3 do have the ball, they're loaded up. They force me to go to the basket. They know I like to go to the basket. So I played me a lot of unders, and so I was looking for a lot of more threes tonight. But with Book and K, just trying to be physical with them and just force them into a lot of tough contested twos and try to limit their 3-point attempts, So, I mean, they do a good job of executing their game plan. We got to be better with executing ours. It's the physicality of it, screening better, getting them guys open. Our setups better. It's just a collective thing, man. We all gotta take it a step or two higher than where we are.
Brad, over the season, we've seen you guys put together good stretches on either end of the court, but sustainability has been the main issue. What has that been like as a player over the course of the year? Because, like, for example, tonight the threes are getting up, you're getting to the line, and then the middle quarters that faded away. Just what has that been like? Where do you think the disconnect has happened for that to occur?
I'm not really sure what happens in those instances. But I mean, I know for majority of it, we do have times in which adversity hits and, we'll kind of just get flat, we got to get out of that, get away from that. We have to continue to compete, continue to push. Teams are going to go on their runs just like we go on our runs. That's the game. Why it happens, I wish I had an answer. I know that's probably not what you want to hear, but I mean, at the end of the day, we just control, and sometimes we don't. Sometimes we try to do a little too much, and that hurts us. Sometimes our effort isn't there, and that hurts us too. So it's tough.
Can you describe the frustration when you don't know when it's going to click into place? Because, like, again, tonight it was there.
I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and just say I cuss everybody out or I'm like beyond mad. Like, yeah, I'm frustrated about it, but just gotta keep trying to get better. Keep working at it, keep improving. I'm always a competitor, and I love to win. I hate losing, just like everybody in the locker room. But it's up to us. We got to figure it out and be on quickly.
You mentioned that adversity part and it being difficult to explain how that happens, but in your mind, is that from just maybe a lack of familiarity with guys, lack of time on floor together? Is it just?
I don't like making that excuse, man. Like we gotta go hoop at the end of the day. Like, they lace them up just like we do. They know our game just like we know their game. It comes down to who wants it the most, not X's and O's and who's guarding who or what we're running on offense. Like it's about mano y mano and winning the matchup in front of you, beating that guy and beating that team and who wants it the most. It's the playoffs, y'all. Like we know how this is. It's physical. It's tough. Like it's tough for teams to score over 100+ points. And like that's the type of hoops that we have, but we're not dialing in on the defensive end, which is really kicking our butts.
To find more of that fight, is that a collective thing that has to happen? Is it someone stepping up? I'm just curious in your career what it's been to kind of get over that type of thing.
Oh, it's definitely a collective thing. One guy's not going to get you over that hump. One coach isn't going to get you over that hump. It's a collective group from everybody. Like everybody has to step up and give more, I think what I love most is we're willing to do that. I think everybody's bought into that. So it's not the most ideal situation to be in, obviously. But we are where we are. All you can do is face it head on. You can't run from it.
Is there a sense of pride in that locker room right now to tell yourselves we're not getting swept at home on Sunday?
That's damn sure my mom said. I've never been swept a day in my life, so I'll be damned if that happens. It's going to be a tough ass game, and I'm sure that's going to be in the back of their mind as something that they want to go out and get done. I've been in the 3-0 situation, and you just want to just put that team to bed. So they're going to come out playing their best basketball on Sunday, and we got to make sure that we match their intensity, if not better, and be prepared to win the game.
Yep.